thing you need to know is how to uncover it, show where it's showing, what it is that they're doing. So the first thing is start asking to reveal itself. Bring forth the note, bring forth the trustee, bring forth the custodian, bring forth the master server, bring forth the trustee. Let's see it all. I need to see them. You see, the PSA statutes does not replace the consumer statutes that have these. It does not replace these. So while we are talking about federal notes, you see anything said, anything about federal window and federal notes here? But here you are come telling me, oh, the federal notes. That to show you that many of these little kids that run around trying to get you guys to listen to them are just children with a pen. So don't be quick to give them money. Do what the Bible said, bruh. Make sure of thy friend, bruh. When it go among him, make sure of him. Make sure he's that little child you have giving you all the money into. Woman come and brag about she do mortgages and da. And just only know about the TILA and the respond of service and yada, which is good. I won't bang it because that's exactly what I use until I start figuring out now about the PSA. I read about the PSA, but I never read about it that deep until somebody else brought my eyes to it. That's why I'm giving this young man praises today. Now, where the PSA conflicts, federal laws control. See RESPA framework for servicing, transfer, escrow, and accounting of the borrower requirement. So that's why RESPA is so key. But TILA have another principle in which it done for the ownership, transfer, and notice of periodical statements. So the TILA asked them to bring certain documentation, come forth. The RESPA come talk about the borrower inquiries of the account, the escrow, and all those stuff. Bring them, come, let me see. That's why the RESPA is there all the while. Let me see the account. And the TILA is there, said, hey, I want to see who's ownership. And then the PSA said, hey, did the service it right? Did this, that, and the third? Did this, that, and the third? Did this. That's exactly how the system work as one. All three systems come together as one to run in the function to give you the full accounting to generate the aspect of who can really foreclose on you. And if they cannot foreclose on you, you get to quiet the title because the title is clouded. And once the title is clouded, they have no claim. You take over, you have your own house for you, and then they kick them all out and let the federal government sue them $100 million and take away that goddamn trust away from them and lock up some of these fucking guys. The investors are secured due to the principle of insurance policy. If you guys are understanding what I'm saying, please put a 7 in the chat. But I'm still going to get frustrated because the live stopped being liked. I've been title for the past 10 minutes. A couple minutes, not 10 minutes, but a couple minutes. If you guys are understanding, put a 7. Okay, one person understanding out of the 30 people here. Only one person or 2 people. The reason why I'm asking you guys now to put numbers in because I need participators to be they ask a question, but I can't see the questions then because of the background. Anything that they place in a pool, you got to look for it. Use the accounting to look for it. Much love. Appreciate that. Now, let's consider this. Since now we get a threefold here, the three of them, if you look, they're joining together because where one's conflict, the other covered for it and secure it in a good, nice, these tight hold. Why PSA matter? to an homeowner the authority to modify or foreclose. So now, when it comes to foreclose, you understood that no, you don't need to just deal with these alone. You have to get this too. And said, come, you little motherfucker, I want to grab all of you by the neck. Let me see the account. I want to see how much money a goddamn make. Bring it, come, let me see a goddamn choice. There, yeah. Just like that. Masterclass. Yes, because now we're going to look for all the party. Which party are we looking for? Master trustee. Which party? Custodian. Which party we look for? Trustee. Which party we look for? Right? The pool, the trust. And we bring all the rules before their face to ask them the questions. Do you have authority to foreclose? Those who are going through foreclosure, please put a 2 in the chat. Those who are going through foreclosure, please put a 2 in the chat. All right, nobody going through foreclosure. So that's good. Please send this to people who might have gone through foreclosure. And please stop the screen. We're going to go to 30K likes, please. Since you're going through foreclosure, take a clean look at this. So while you have to ask them for the qualified written request, when they're in the court, you want the full accounting, you want the escrow, and you want all servicing transfer. You want the framework. You want you tell the judge say you have the borrowers, you have the right to inquiry. Since you are the borrower, you have the right to inquiry. The ownership and the transfer and all the transfer notice. I want to see all of those lists and the periodical statements. You want to see the statement. What they look like in contrast. See assignment, in contrast, transfer, right? In contrast, you get documentation showing transfer. In contrast, mortgage information. In contrast, where to register the mortgage. In contrast, the mortgage registered. In contrast, the deed. Contrast. The mortgage itself in contrast, transfer in the contrast. The assignment in contrast, transfer in contrast. You see, I do this so I don't listen to those little people. The assignment in contrast. Connected. Not this type of statement. But this type of statement in contrast. So you can know the dividends, people who get paid out, where the money is. And the disbursement of the funds. And the goddamn checks in which they said, oh, the bank don't lend money. So while they're talking shit, I've seen what the rules said. And seen the documentation as according to how you ask for them. So when you ask the court for them, tell them you need every single thing in contrast. You want to review the full account. principle is, once they bring forth their money and all the things them they do, if they can't prove it in a matter of fact, you now then show that the rule is in violation. Look if they have a fraudulent signature, just like this one. Fraudulent signature. Doesn't match your signature. See? Right here. What's that right there? Robo signing. Right here. How that looks so different from right there. See? Right here. How it looks different from right there. Robo signing. In contrast, you want to see every single thing what the accounting is since you guys are going through mortgages. You get it? Yes, you ask for them even if not, because that's your right as a borrower. You acquire from them as a borrower. Yes, indeed, you ask for it even if you're not in foreclosure at the moment. As a borrower, that's your right. But if you're in foreclosure, you want to know if they have the authority to do so, to modify it or to foreclose it. PSA often define when a servicer can modify, defer, or accelerate a loan. Do these guys have authority? Indeed. Remember, there's only one party you're contracted with. So the other party that they did the contract with, he must have certain standing in order for him to foreclose. Dude, you can go home if you don't want to be here, you know. I will kick you out. Normally I don't block people, but I will kick you out. I'll kick you out. When you hire a lawyer, you still need to know what the lawyer doing before have the lawyer sell out these goddamn people who I will kick you out. Normally I don't kick people. This is the first time I ever talk about kicking people, but I will kick you the hell out. Then leave, man. You don't need to be here. If you don't want to learn, let's go. Because if the people by ILIs think they still don't want to know how the loan operate, is the lawyer going to sit down and discuss this, what I'm discussing with them? Don't be a child, ladies and gentlemen. Remember what I tell you about a child. You are signing these agreements but don't know their function. All right? You are signing these agreements but don't know their function. Remember about a child. You see that ignorant fellow? Ignorant fellow? These are the type of people that sell out the Americas. They sell out the America. These people right here, this black guy, because he's black, that's what he is. He's not original America people. These type of people are the one that sell out the America. Because he came and see what I'm doing, rather he try to sit down and comprehend, look at his talking inside. The people were required to learn for themselves what they are doing. Even if they hire a lawyer, they must be able to can see and understand what the lawyer teaching them or lawyer is doing. Because the lawyer many times are robbing you. I've seen lawyer clear out the full estate of a person. Clear the entire estate of a person. Millions of dollars gone out of the family estate with a lawyer. You go hire one. Man, go exit yourself, man. Exit yourself. You can say chat GTP all you want. We can go to the damn rules. Because I sure know this is not chat GTP right here. That's not chat GTP there. That's not chat GTP there. Sure that that's the chat GTP. I'm not here teaching no people through chat GTP. I'm trying to give them an understanding what they are. Why? I can actually stop this chat GTP and go directly to the rules and they will say the same goddamn shit. So you go about your ways. Let me just block you right now. These are the type of guy actually sell out the America to colonize her. Go your ways, man. Can exit yourself. Normally don't block people, but hey, that's the type of people you need to exit them out your life. You ever listen to that guy, you would never try to learn anything for yourself. You would never try to learn anything for yourself and constantly depend on a lawyer will rob your estate. Anyways, let's go continue. You must know that PSA, even if I jump off of here, let's take it from here and talk about PSA. Same step right here. I will go to Google. Let's go to Google this time. Let's paste this in Google like this. The same rules, and I give you the same answer in Google. Let's then go search for the link itself, where the information came from. So this is now going to give you some more link where it came from so you can understand. Here you go, CMB Loans. That's a website, same pooling principle from where you can get the information from. CMBloans.com. Right? Now, we can say, hey, let's take the same information we just did from ChatGTP and then go said, where can we find this in CFPB? And they say, when they certain things are bullshit or whether they are not. Where can I find this in CFPB? And I give you the link straight to CFPB. Wells Fargo, giving the pooling services agreement. You look at Wells Fargo pooling service agreement, you can pull them up, right? And you can download them and look through it and see if they're following the rule. See again? CMPBS. That's when you see that little crappy guy that came in here running his mouth. Oh yes, ChatGTP. We just get this information from right here and it brings you all legitimate arguments. It's legitimate documents. That's what you prove whenever you're doing anything legitimate. But when it go wrong, I see it start confusing every single way. Then they said, hey, ChatGTP, you give me bullshit. And it would change its attitude. Nothing wrong with using ChatGTP. Normally, the person I use to find certain documentation, he charged me $2,000. For me, when I asked him to find certain trust, certain this, then they charged me $2,000. Right? He's saying ChatGTP, so let's go look at the rules right here. 29 serious. You know why? Why look at this? I teach this many times before. I bring this up many times before, showing people how it operates and tell people to stay away from stay away from this. First, this is last resort. But go here. Why you go here? Why you go here? Because you want to learn where loan and stuff going. And then if you want even want to go further, you go here. See that? They're all federal laws, right? All federal laws, all laws and treatments of securities. Mortgage disclosure and transfer. So, We start telling them once they start violating TILA assignment. You want to know them. Come on, you ask for these. So those who are going to your mortgage, let's put a 2 in the chat and keep tapping the screen. What I'm showing you are people work that I've property that I've actually done the work for and retrieve and recover. There's not one person I done work for never received their work, the house. The only problem is you have to have the money to pay the investigator, which is $2,000 going to charge. Plus me to constantly deal with the property at home. For a matter of fact, there's a guy right there in the live right now tapping the screen for me that I work for him too. I could bring him up and he could tell you for himself. I don't play these games with people's life. I don't go in and manipulate your life and just rob you your money. What I tell you is the legitimate arguments I give. I don't go and talk about, oh, the bank don't give money. Yeah, no, because you don't reach there yet. You don't reach there yet. There's a guy right now tapping the screen of my live, and he can vouch for me. Right? I don't normally don't do this, but I could bring him up and he could vouch. You worked with me before, Chief.
Yep.
When you work with me before, you see me give you nothing that you can't use.
I will say this. I have not found anybody that gets the results that you get.
Thank you so much. The reason why is it because I am going in their issues. I am taking their own issues and make them give me reason to say that their issues is bullshit. Because if they say that this, what they write is bullshit, then the system need to change itself.
Well, that's the thing about, what you do is you spend the time and you actually, investigate it, and then you research the actual laws that are applicable to the situation or to the problem, and then you apply them, and that's how you demonstrate and show exactly what you're doing so that there's no funny business or no shadiness. It's actually 100% real and factual.
And that's it. So when we are trying to do anything for anybody here, what I do, let me explain what I do. I pretend that you are me. I am so passionate with you, with whatever I'm doing for you, because I do not want them to do that to me. So I have to treat it as if they are treating me with problems. That's why I shout so much. It pisses me off. They're robbing me, and it's not me. It is you. They're robbing me, but it's not me. It is you. So I have to treat this like they're stealing my soul. I want to get every single detail that I can get. So now, when I learned this from this guy, I have to say, yo, man, this guy is good. Because all I used to know is just the TLAT, the RESPA. But now that I see that the PSA matter, let's put everything in the bag, man. Just look for yourself. I can connect this to all the rules of their platform on their own website. And if I'm planting them to the website, why would somebody come and tell me that it's coming to the fraud? No. But if you look at this guy saying federal banknotes, when you look, it only come to exchanging of the note. What happened to the application of the contract? When you look at the application of the contract, where is that? The application of the contract, what are the different type of applications? Nobody's speaking about that. Where's the master server? What's going on with this? That have nothing to do with the federal notes. So then while we are waiting for the federal note window, they may never go to the window, and they operate in a pool at all times. This is a taxable event. So since it's a taxable event, IRS is the best person to jump to rather than say, hey, federal notes. Why? Because now you forced the IRS to come and investigate. IRS audit them, find they have the trust, then hit them with the PSA rules. You never did it in 9 months. You never did that in the third. You need to follow. So how to invade the PSA rules? Scenario. Make the servicer show the investors, owners, and the PSA base limits they are relying on and enforcing the federal rights regardless of the